Call First Republic at 718-380-0006 and eliminate the middleman.
All right, so right now, I've got Eddie Albert, who's from First Republic Mortgage Bankers. And he has been with the company since it commenced. I want everyone out there, let's start off with the fact that, First Republic Mortgage Bankers is offering a 4.5% interest rate. They're also offering a 5% interest rate. Two different kinds of loan. Find out which one you will qualify for. All right? Because I like to be positive and optimistic about things. And I'd like for every single homeowner, do not go into the new year not knowing where you really should be in 2009. And we do want everything to be fine. And I'm rhyming. But listen up. I'm not lying. I want for you all, every single person that's out there right now, to make a phone call. Eddie's in the studios. He's right there, and he would like to speak with you. And, of course, he brought the troops because we are prepping everybody for 2009. Once again, if you don't have 5% on your property, you don't have a 4.5% interest rate, please, for your sake, for my sake, for the future's sake, for your kids' sake, lower your interest rate on your property. And I'm telling you, Eddie, I'm letting them know. I don't care what they think. 2009, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news or a prophet of some kind, because I'm not. All right? I'm just a little guy here trying something. But I know 2009, where the economy is concerned, is going to be worse. So what are you doing about it to be prepared? I mean, we got a great bank giving you the lowest rate in the nation. You need to be prepared, and you need to make your moves now. Now, before I even let Eddie start talking, I'm going to let Eddie expand on that 4.5 and that 5.5 and why it is so important for you to get yourself into a much lower rate than the one that you have in your house. Okay, especially if you have credit card bills. Do me a favor, people. Pick up your phone and call this number now. The number is 718-652-6200. Even if you have had some past credit problems, I want for you to make the call today and speak with a loan officer, refinance your property, clean up your problems, and have a much better life in 2009. And I'm very serious about it. So New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, hold on, Florida and Georgia, I'm coming at you. Make your call right now, 718-652-6200. I'm going to make sure that every single call is returned by Eddie today before he leaves the studio. Give us a call right now. Once again, all homeowners, make that call, 718-652-6200. Eddie, how you doing again, man? And one more thing, man. How is it that, seriously, that First Republic Mortgage Bankers can afford to give these people 4.5 and 5%, man? And why are they so diligent about making sure that people get a very low rate going into 2009? You've been there for 14 years, Eddie. You got to explain that to me as people call me now at 718-652-6200. As a matter of fact, here's another number because that number is ringing off the hook. 718-325-5555. You can call me at that number too, 718-325-5555. Go ahead, Eddie. You can answer.
Squeeze, if you would have told me, and like you said, I've been with the company since its inception. If you would have told me last year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years ago that we would be talking about 4.5%, 5% interest rates, I'd say you're crazy. There's no way. It's not happening. But you know what? The message is getting out. People are taking notice, and they have been calling because we have an influx of a lot of new business, and I'm really happy that the message is getting out. The only thing is, Squeeze, there's a lot of people that are procrastinating. They're still sitting on the fence. They're afraid to pull the trigger for what I don't know. We can't figure this out because we know that there's listeners out there today that is sitting with 6.5%, 7% interest rates, and they haven't done anything about it. And they could dramatically change their lives in the years to come by just one phone call. We make it so streamlined, the process. It's really simplistic. As all the success stories we've had on the air have told you, it's painless. I assure you, if you call me, I will personally look at your situation and tell you exactly how much money I'm going to save you in 2009. I'll break it down weekly, monthly, yearly. Any way you want, you're going to have more money in your pocket in 2009 than you had 2008 if you capitalize in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of 4.5%, 5% interest rates. And, this is a great opportunity, Squeeze. I'm excited about it because I didn't think, to be honest with you, it was going to occur. And, the poor economy drove interest rates down. But 2009, we don't know where these rates are going. Then I can tell you one thing. I've been in the business long enough to tell you that rates are going to go up. Do I have a crystal ball to tell you when? No, I don't. I just don't know. But they will go back up. That's a promise. They will go back up.
I said that on Saturday also. A lot of folks are probably waiting for the interest rates to go down lower. Listen, don't play around. A lot of us screw around and then lose things, okay? This is not a time for you to play around, folks. You need to make that call right now. Now, Eddie, something that we have to explain to people. Because people hear you and I on the radio every day, and we're talking about interest rate talk 4.5%, 5%. Some people are saying, okay, so I've got 7.5%. What's the big difference of 1%? What's the big difference of 2%? What's the big difference of 3%? People are literally asking themselves that, and that's a good question. Absolutely. It is a very good question why someone would want to ask. I said, okay, so big deal. I got 7.5%. What's the big deal? 5 and 7. What is the big deal about lowering your interest rate? I mean, is it really that much of a saving? Before I even give out the number again, people are asking themselves that. Why should I bother? Okay, why should I invest a week or two with Eddie Albert to lower my rate when it's only, coming down to 5% or coming down to 6% or coming down to the 4% when I got 7.5? People are literally asking themselves that and saying, oh, no, I'm not going to bother to call. I'm not going to listen to Squeeze. I'm not going to listen to Eddie. Why should I do that?
Well, Squeeze, it could mean a couple of $100 a month to several $100s a month. I mean, it could be massive savings. And when you multiply those hundreds of dollars each month times 12 times 30, I mean, on a monthly basis, maybe you save $400 a year a month times 12. That's $4,800 a year cash money. $5,000 a year times 30, $150,000 right there. So I mean, you really need to take a close look at the numbers. So anybody that's saying, well, I've got an okay interest rate, are you working as diligently, as efficient as you can? Why pay $2 or $3 for milk when you can get it for $1.50? I'm a value guy. I don't like to spend more than I have to. And you know what?
Right.
Get the best deal you can. And right now, you talk about the sales that were going on in the holidays, in the stores, and the merchants were. Listen, right now there's a fire sale going on at First Republic. You need to act, be proactive, educate yourself, and get the sale of a lifetime, because I don't know if you will ever see 4.5% again. And right now it is there.
You know what? It reminds me of the 80s and the 90s when homes were, at a great price, and some of us did not jump on that wagon. Now, here's a wagon that you really need to get on, okay? A rate of 4.5%, 5%. Now, Eddie just made it very, very clear that you will save thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars if you refinance now. Now, let's just say, Eddie, all these listeners that's listening to us across the entire tri-state area, all these homeowners, let's just say they decide not to refinance for whatever reason, with their adjustable rate mortgages, with their interest-only mortgages, with their high interest rate of 9, 10, 11%. With the year that's coming, what do you think is going to happen to these people? Do you think they're going to be screaming and crying? Or do you think they're going to be peachy? What do you think will happen to all these folks who may choose not to refinance now? I want for you to don't hold anything back. Tell them what the possibilities are. I know you're not a prophet, but I want for them to understand what the possibilities are if they do not make their move right now. We've got the needle with the right medicine, and we're giving them the stick in the arm, and they need to make their move. But you let them know what will happen if they don't take action right now. What could happen? About people losing jobs, situations tightening up. You let them know what will happen. As I give out the number one more time, the number here to call and speak with the loan officer is 718-652-6200. That's 718-652-6200, or you can call 718-325-5555. I promise you, Eddie will return every single call. He will look at every single option. He will do a full analysis, absolutely 100% free. No, he's not charging you any money to review your status as far as your interest rate on your property is concerned. He's got all the equipment. Make the call today, folks.
First Republic Mortgage Bankers is a licensed mortgage banker, direct lender in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Florida, Delaware, Maryland, Georgia, South Carolina, headquartered at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York.